Bienvenido a otro video del Colegio Boston. No olvides suscribirte, activar la campanita, darle like y compartir.
Hello, good morning. How are you today? Well, I hope so that you and your family are so well. Okay, well, I'm Mitsuko Caballero, if you remember me. And we are going to start with a new lesson, okay? For this week, we are going to start with the Unit 8. In this Unit 8, we are going to practice grammar and vocabulary too on the sessions at Zoom and also here in the videos, okay? Well, we are going to start with a lesson about grammar and then vocabulary about the Unit 8. I'm going to share my screen and so that you can see my slides, okay? Where we are going to share my slides. Wait a minute, and we are going to start. Okay, well, the lesson that we are going to see today is passive voice, okay? Passive voice. It's pretty simple. This lesson in particular, I liked it a lot, okay? It's pretty simple. So don't worry. And also you already know it, okay? Just it's to refresh your memory and to find some the specific rules or something that you forgot. Well, you are going to have it here, okay? So hello, everybody, and we are going to start with the passive voice. Well, here we have here the passive voice lesson. To understand first, we need to have the difference or understand the difference between the active and passive voice, okay? Because it is divided in this. Active voice. What is the active voice? Remember that in a sentence, in a normal sentence, we use this active voice, okay? That is when the subject does the action. So for example, in a normal sentence, the girl plays basketball. So it is a normal sentence. Subject, verb, and complement, okay? The girl plays basketball, okay? The subject does the action. This is the active voice, but in the passive voice, it's different, okay? In the passive voice, the subject receives the action, okay? For example, the girl plays basketball in the active voice. In the passive voice, what is that the girls do? She plays basketball, okay? What does she play? She plays basketball. So in the passive voice, we are going to put the object at the beginning, okay? Basketball, then we are going to use verb to be. Basketball is, and then our verb in past participle, the action. The basketball is played by the girl, okay? This is the form of passive voice. When we are going to use this structure, okay? Well, passive voice, we are going to use it when the person or thing that does the action is obvious, okay? Unknown or unimportant. So, in simple words, I don't care. It doesn't matter who does the action, okay? Well, if it's necessary to mention, you can do it, but it's not necessary. That's the passive voice. And always, we are going to use the verb to be followed by the past participle. Remember, verb to be and past participle. Of course, the verb to be needs to be in the corresponding tense, okay? We continue. For example, we have here this chart. This chart is divided in 3 columns. In the first column, we have present, past, and modals that are the passive voice that we are going to practice, okay? the active voice examples and the passive voice with the underlining, with the structure underlined, okay? So in present, we make these clothes in our factory, okay? Well, when we change this sentence into passive voice, we say these clothes are made in our factory. So the clothes is the object, okay? And we use the verb to be are because it's plural clothes and the verb in past participle made. These clothes are made in our factory. So if you can see, we don't mention here who makes the clothes, okay? So these clothes are made in our factory. This is present. In past, a teenager wrote this novel, okay? Well, what does the teenager wrote? Well, he wrote this novel. So this is the passive. This novel, okay? Then verb to be in past was written by the teenager. Here I am specifying, okay, who wrote the novel. Okay, the teenager. So that's why I wrote this novel was written by that teenager, okay? And then we have modals. We can use whatever kind of modal. Just here I put 3: can, should, and must, but also you can use will, could, etc. Okay? The first example says, a big eagle can kill a deer, okay? So, the passive voice is, a deer can be killed by the big eagle, okay? And this is real. The second one, you should wash that sweater by hand. So, into the passive, when you turn into passive voice, it is that sweater should be washed by hand, okay? And then with must. Students mustn't take books out of the library. It's a must, okay? It's a rule. So, books mustn't be taken out of the library. Well, and here you have the underlined structure, okay? Then continue. Well, also we have here something important. Look, also we are going to use passive voice for involuntary, unexpected, or unwelcome actions. You are going to use get instead of be. So when you talk about unexpected or unwelcome actions, you are going to use get instead of be, remember. For example, our teacher got fired for no reason. So this is an unexpected situation, okay? So instead of saying our teacher was fired, we are going to say our teacher got fired, okay? And also it is unexpected and unfair, so it is something ugly. Well, the next one. I got hit by the flying bat at the baseball game. It is an unwelcome situation, okay? And the same, instead of say was, I'm going to say got because it was in past. Very well. We continue. Well, here you have a joke, okay? I hope that you understand because remember that Americans don't have a good sense of humor, okay, as Mexican people. But well, we have here a joke. Uh, I can't believe I have to go to summer school, Mom. Say Holly, okay? And Mom says, Holly, it's just 4 hours. A day for 5 weeks. Come on. If you think about it, that's not very long. And Holly says, how long is it if I don't think about it? Okay, I hope so that you have understood. Well, if not, think or search in Google or in another platform, okay? Then we continue with the lesson. Structures. So here we have 2 examples in active and passive voice. And the way that we transform it, okay? How can we change it into passive voice? The arrows shows how do you transform it, okay? So this is a present passive voice. And also here we have a word by this preposition. It is called agent, okay? So the girl writes a love poem. When we change it into passive voice, we are going to say it. A love poem is written by the girl, okay? Well, continue with the past, passive voice. Past passive voice. Here we have Christopher Columbus discovered America in 1492. Well, it's supposed, okay? It's an hypothesis, okay? When we change it into passive voice, we are going to say that America was discovered in 1492. If I want to say who discovered, we are going to use by and the person. America was discovered in 1492 by Christopher Columbus, okay? This is the passive voice, and remember that you can use the agent by. Now we are going to see the structure using modals. Modals with passive voice. Here we have another sentence. This sentence is according to the situations that we have lived, okay, along those days. Scientists will create a vaccine against COVID-19, okay? So this is the active. How can we change it into passive voice? So what is the first thing that we are going to use? Well, it is a vaccine, okay? A vaccine will be created against COVID-19, okay? Here, if you notice, I didn't use the agent by. Okay, so now we are going to practice, okay? We have an exercise here. It is interesting. It is an article, okay, from a newspaper. It's a newspaper report, okay? What we are going to do, I'm going to read. I want you to read at home, please. Read with me. And then we are going to answer these questions. So it is body found in Black River. Listen to the pronunciation too, okay? The body of a woman of about 40 years of age was found floating in the Black River yesterday afternoon. A traveling salesman reported the find at 4 in the morning. Okay? He called the police and the body was taken to the county morgue, where it will be examined by forensic scientists. The victim hasn't been identified yet. This is the third body that has been found in the Black River since the beginning of the year. There are theories that organized crime has been using the river to get rid of an unwanted competition. Well, it must. Similar occurrences have been reported recently in other nearby towns or areas, okay? However, many people think it was suicide. Well, this is real, okay? It happens also here in Mexico. Well, I don't know if this article is real or it was invented, but we are going to practice passive voice with this, okay? So, the first question, letter A. Who found the body? Who found the body? Well, here we have the answer, okay? Here says who found the body. Yeah, can you tell me? Well, using the passive voice, remember, the body was found by the traveling salesman. Okay? Well done, guys. Letter B. Where was the body taken? Where was the body taken? Okay? Also, here we have the answer. So how can we answer using passive voice? Where was the body taken? The body was taken to the county morgue. What is a morgue? Well, it doesn't have the answer here, but you know what is or you can infer, okay, what is a morgue? A morgue It's a place where bodies are taken to be identified or claimed by someone of their family or friend, okay? How many bodies have been found in the river this year? 3 bodies have been found in the river this year, okay? 3 bodies. And last one, do we know who has said that organized crime might be responsible for the crimes? Well, we don't have the answer. Just we have hypotheses, okay? We don't know, just theories that have been done about it. Very well, so we finish with the grammar activity here. Now, we are going to start with the vocabulary, science and word families. Well, here we have subject, person, and adjective. It is pretty simple, okay? Biology, biologist, and biological. It becomes on that. Botanic, botanist, botanical. Chemistry, chemist, chemical. Genetics, geneticist, genetic. Neurology, neurologist, neurological. Nutrition, nutritionist, nutritional or nutritious. Physics, physicist, physical. Science, scientist, scientific. Zoology, zoologist, zoological. Okay, well, using all of these words, we are going to have an activity. Okay, let's practice. It says, write correct form of the words. So the first one, my aunt is, using neurology, what can we say? My aunt is a neurologist, okay? Number 2, engineering can be used to design babies. Using gene, okay, genetics, engineering, very well. Number 3, rainforests have high biological diversity. Fast food doesn't have high nutritional or nutritious value. And let's go to the botanical gardens this weekend to Puerto Morelos. Yes, I want to go to that place. I love plants. Well, so we have finished up to here, okay? With this activity, please remember to study and solve the activities in your book and notebook, okay? Check the calendar in Forest Boston School. And if you have doubt, please contact your teacher, Victor, or me by our institutional emails. Thanks for your attention, guys.